So good morning everybody, it is a glorious day out here, absolutely lovely, lashing rain, 7 o'clock, and I am on the way down to the business meeting. It is 7:30 in the local hotel, and so that's where it is. So I wasn't there last week because I was away on holidays, so I had better go down this week. Yeah, so off I go. Start to Friday.
Couldn't do enough here all the time. So you have to be sitting around that. That's the one thing in business that actually don't forget about that. Okay. If someone rings you, make sure you ring them back. That's one policy that we have always. If you can't ring them back with a deal, don't leave them hanging with you or forget about them or whatever. That's all I can say today. Like, I mean, you get me habit of like,
Good morning, Corey.
Good morning everyone.
That's the business meeting over. It is now 10 o'clock. I've been round a few shops leaving in invoices. Again, same old, a few customers there and paid and nice and lovely, and then a couple of offices closed or the relevant person away on holidays and that sort of stuff. So we try and do stuff as electronically as we can, but some customers are still in need of paper receipts, and they kind of do things that way, which is up to them. It doesn't make life easy for anyone, but if that's the way they want to work it, that's the way you have to do it. So yeah, so here is the diary, receipt book and stuff. So this morning the lads have gone off to do a few of the estates that we do, and then this afternoon they're on carpet and kind of one-off houses. I am heading back home, back to the office, because I have VAT to do. So I have to total my sales, total all my expenditure, work out the VAT that I've charged my customers. I have to work out what VAT I've paid on purchases and send the balance off to the accountant this morning, because that has to be off today. Again, it's not one of my favourite jobs, but it's something that has to be done. And again, I could get the girls to do it, but it's a bit messy between the purchases that are on the credit card, the purchases that have been paid by cash, the sales that have been done by the invoice book, by the online system, and what's been put in via PayPal, what's been put in via SumUp. So sometimes it's just a little bit easier for me just to spend a couple of hours and just get the whole thing done and dusted. So that's what I'm going to do this morning. Head home and do all that sort of stuff. So, I learned something really important on that's the value of the business meeting. Like, I did get work in it. We got a few floors to do in a couple of commercial units. But something that I learned, and it's one of the shops in town, they had the revenue in and they were checking that employees had contracts, that there was insurance on them, that they were taking their breaks. Because if you don't have a clock in and clock out system in Ireland anyway, you have to have signed timesheets that the guys have taken their breaks, and you have to have it for the last 3 years. So every day they have to sign that they were given time for their breaks. No one has that. But again, the woman again that was doing it, she had to go back and write 3 years, due up in 1 week before the revenue came, 3 years of daily timesheets for all her employees and what days they were in, and she said it took her days. So I guess that's something else. Here's an example. Pharmacy here. Have the VAT docket, and yeah, going round. You have to get paid too. In getting paid and another job. That's what it's all about. Again, sometimes all these small places, they don't do electronically, so it's a matter of going in and actually getting it from each person.
Stephen, am I giving you on this check?
Stephen Lee Cleaning Services. Perfect. On the check is perfect. How's things going for you?
Oh, great. Busy, thank God.
It's the way to be.
Oh, well, look, we're in a business first, you know.
Yeah, I say, well, sure, in your business, everything is a rush,
Yeah.
everything is a panic, everything.
There's never a quiet moment, which is
People are in
great.
pain.
Absolutely, it's great.
The day passes quicker that way, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
So, right, on to the next bit for collecting. Do you know what? I find that writing stuff down is kind of like the only way, because I get forgetful. So writing a list for the day definitely helps. Again, it's so messy having all of these, you know, €50 bits to collect, whereas some people just do it automatically via our app. I don't know if I have shown you in a previous video, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but we use an online cloud system called Invoice ASAP. And we have all our customers in a database there, and a couple of clicks it works out the VAT for us and it sends it straight through. I'll give you another run through maybe another day on how good that is, because it just saves so much time on the old paper. Okay, so I am up here in the office and I am about to start organising all this stuff first, and then doing VAT, working out bills for people, doing the whole shebang. Oh man, not my favourite part. Well, that is the VAT done, and I have to say it is the biggest VAT bill I have ever paid in my entire life. Oh, it hurts. I have a few grand gone between VAT, employer stuff, and oh man, that hurts. However, onwards and upwards. So I'm going down now. I have that done. I've just eaten a really nutritious lunch of organic salad and a couple of strips of bacon chopped up on top. A1 lunch, I must say. And now I'm going to meet the lads. It is 2 o'clock. I have the cup of coffee there, and yes, I'm going to head down, meet them, and help them out for the afternoon on the tools.
Yeah, you know they couldn't get work on Labor Day. It ain't that black and white. It has an area that's shaded gray. I'm west side anyway. Even if I left today and stayed.
So here we are. I am doing this house here. There's the trolley there, and Pat and Nathan is there. Pat's just gone around the back of that house, and I am doing this. Nathan's doing the carpet inside there. So yeah. 3 grand, oh, just over 3 grand going out to the revenue is still a sore point around here, but that is part and parcel. Shows how important cash flow is. Now some people have no credit, offer no credit. We do. And just looking at that leak there, breaks me head. Yeah, it shows how important cash flow is. Cash is king, so we owe thousands and thousands just because we do have to give credit to a lot of our commercial people, or even our monthly people. You know, if their house is 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, you know, and they're not in, it might take them a couple of weeks to get around to it, so we're always owed thousands. Still have to keep a cap on it and have to put in diligent time into that, like I did this morning. So hi everyone, so that was Friday done and dusted. We did a couple of quotes after talking at the last job. We did a couple more houses, a couple more bungalows, and then a couple more quotes, and that all went A1. So we've got a couple more jobs lined up for next week, which is good. So that is my Thursday and Friday. 2 days on the tools, as well as doing the VAT and stuff like that. And tomorrow, I'm going to sneeze. Tomorrow is just Nathan out by himself. So that's not too bad. He is going, and I've got to get the van ready for him this evening. He's going to go and do an end of tenancy clean. The guy seems really nice, so it should go fairly well for him. So I'll have the weekend with the family before bursting into next week. I've got loads of admin things to do. I don't know if I was telling you, but in the business meeting this morning, they were telling you about the timesheets. That all employees have to have timesheets for the breaks that they've taken in the day. And legally you have to have those, and the fine is huge. So that's another thing I'm going to have to do up employee wise, is for them to sign a timesheet every single day, as well as the safety sign-in sheet and the PPE sheet and all of that sort of, and the van check sheet and all of this sort of stuff. So that's one more thing. So I've got a couple of organising bits and pieces like that I want to do the weekend. So here, whether you're working or whether you are having fun, hope you have a really good weekend. That was part of my Friday.